Welcome to Founder Voice Podcast, the space for bold, empowering, raw, and unfiltered conversations about business, relationships, and everything that makes us fierce. No filters, no fluff, just real talk. Season 2 is here and we're going even deeper. Get ready to own your voice, break barriers, and step into your power unapologetically. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, we're back with Found Her Voice podcast. I'm your host, Valerie, and today I have the honor of sitting down with Brittany, the sexologist out of Lexington. You know, we're going to get into all that kinky stuff and all the good stuff. And mainly, we're just going to help you girls out. That's what we're going to do. Brittany is going to tell all the good secrets because I feel like some people have secrets and they act like they shouldn't talk about this type of thing.
They do.
And when Brittany commented on my post, because I had a whole list, you girls know, I asked you, what do you want to talk about? Like, what should this podcast talk about, right? And you guys sent me different topics to talk about, but I was like, I'm going to have a sexologist on here because, I'm not going to shout out my girls, but there's some of them that are in the younger stages of their intimacy, and there's some that are in the middle, and there's some that are very knowledgeable, like Brittany. Brittany right there, she's knowledgeable. So I feel like my girls that have just got married and, they've never done this kind of thing before, which is good for them, whatever you prefer. I say test drive it. Test drive it first. You never know. I don't know how you can just go out there and say, I'm going to marry that. I've not even seen it. Like,
I don't know how people do that either.
I
That's
just
not
don't
for
know.
me.
Because I'm the type of person that I don't like surprises, right? I want to know everything.
But I don't like it.
Exactly.
And I never like it.
And
Then what do we do?
what do we do if it's like deformed or something? I mean, I'm not trying to, be hateful or anything to the men because, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're not all the same, right? Because us girls, we aren't built the same, right?
All different. And it works different.
That's right. That's right. So, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so damn excited for you to be on here. I was like, here we just talked about all the goody goods last week, and now we're talking about some more goody goods. Look, I'm gonna keep this little thing. Brittany's gonna get smacked every once in a while when she gets something out of somewhere. I don't even know. She may post something kinky out here in a minute. All right, tell us what you doing. What do you do? Where you been? Where you been hiding? Why have you been hiding? She's been hiding.
Well, I do a lot. So I am the owner of Intimacy Out Loud. That's the name of my business. I am a sexologist. It will be 2 years in March. So I guess I've kind of been hiding because last year, my first year, I hit the ground hard. I was doing conferences, I was doing seminars, I was coaching. I do private coaching for individuals and couples, but I started going back to school. So I went back to school, getting my degree in psychology so that I could take it a step further and become a sex therapist. So I'm in my junior year at NKU. So I'm just trying to finish all that up, and it's a lot to juggle. And I work full time. I'm a business analyst full time. I've got a 3-year-old. I've got a business. I'm going to school. I'm doing parties. I'm doing yeah. So I'm always going and doing something and going somewhere.
We're about to talk about them 3-year-olds because they be putting a damper on things. People don't tell you this stuff.
I was not prepared for the instant drop in my desire for sex at all after I had my son. Like, I did not want to be touched. I don't want to be looked at. Don't even think about me. If I feel like you're thinking about me, I'm just disgusted.
Yes. I don't know why we get like that. I feel like, we just went through something very traumatic with our bodies. So we're just like, we need some time. And plus, like, I didn't even know until like a year ago that it takes your body years to get back to normal.
Yep.
And I was like, no wonder I've been feeling like shit, right? And I'm like, man, Both kids are up there, and I got my body back, and I'm like, hey, I'm back in my mojo. Let's go.
I feel like I'm just now starting to feel like myself again, but I'm trying to adjust to a new normal because I do have a lot on my plate and I'm a single mom. Single
Single.
for any minute.
Hey, because I know you men out there on my Facebook page when I said sexologist earlier in questions, I know you guys said, hey, when's that episode dropping? Because I'm about to be there on that one. I got a few names I can point out right now, but I ain't going to. All right. Carry on, girl.
I don't even know what I was talking.
I love it. I love it.
But
Look, she's just looking at all the stuff and, oh, because you're single. That's what it is. She's single. So she's just saying, like, if you're on Valerie's Facebook page and you're single, she don't want no half man, right? So if you're single, just sit down, read a message. So you can get my number. That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. She said, because I'm in my prime. I am. And I'm in a sexologist. And I'm about to show you what I can do. Get it, girl.
so that is all I do and all the hats that I wear.
First,
Hats.
first thing I want to know, because I wear a lot of hats too. How do you do with a 3-year-old doing all this stuff? Is she in preschool? Isn't she?
He.
Is he in preschool?
No, he's in daycare.
Okay.
It's a lot. It's a lot of late nights, early mornings.
Yeah.
So my mom is my biggest supporter.
That's good.
So he's with my mom right now. So
That's good. That's good.
Whenever I need her for something, she's down. If we do something or if I do something like out of state, I take them with me.
Yeah.
We're all gonna go.
Yeah. You take your mom too?
Yes. That's my son. But then also, like when I'm done doing what I have to do, we can go do other things and have fun together.
I'm just saying, Brittany carries a little bag for a reason. Gentlemen, because I know you're watching. I'm going to keep calling you out the whole podcast. You know they're watching, right?
Probably.
And then let's just talk about Brittany for a second. If she comes in here, because this is really a female podcast, but there's some men going to watch this. She comes in here and she's like, oh, man, look at these things. I was like, as soon as she got out of the car out there and I saw her, I was like, Brittany? She's like, yeah. And I was like, she's about to plant those things on my table. What the hell? And then she's like, oh, sorry, Beth. You know, because she's single. She's just letting them on. I'm just saying. I know what she's doing. Yes. Love it. You want to talk about business or you want to talk about products? What do you want to talk about?
Both. I'll talk business first and get that out. I guess get that out the way.
Is this your book you wrote?
Yes, that is my first book that I wrote, Beyond the Bedroom. Exploring non-penetrative intimacy. I wrote that and it's available on Amazon. I wrote it because I saw a need after working with so many couples and
Let's talk
the
about that.
lack of intimacy.
Yeah, let's talk about the couples.
Yeah. I try to help people understand that intimacy starts outside the bedroom.
Okay.
So making that time for each other, whatever, say my love language is acts of service. So doing something for me, that's an intimate gesture. That's showing me that you care. That's showing me that you're listening to me.
Is that your love language?
No, mine is quality time.
Okay. I love it.
I like to spend time with my partner.
Yes. Because you know what that leads to. Just saying. She don't want to say it. But
I don't know what I can and can't
you
say.
can say anything you want.
So everybody's
This is
so
raw self
different.
and unfiltered for a reason, Brittany.
But
get to it, girl.
Yeah, so I wrote this book about the different types of intimacy and I just go into detail about everything. So that's my first book.
I want you to give me like some of the craziest couples that you've worked with. What they come and see you for? What was they doing? Or what was they not doing?
A lack
of communication, lack of not having sex,
like not having sex or not wanting to have sex,
Okay.
or a lot is communication.
Yes.
And majority of the time for those people, I have to refer them out to talk to an actual therapist.
Yeah.
because it's way beyond we're not touching each other.
Yeah.
You guys have problems.
So do you see this more in like younger people, like newly couples, newlyweds, or
Usually
like
people who
mid?
have been together for a while.
Okay.
That's usually
I feel like it's probably like those couples that have been together for a while and they have like kids that are like teenagers graduating type deal, and they don't know if they want to get a divorce or not, but they're just not touching each other. And I don't know why. God put a man and a woman on this earth for a reason.
okay. Because I'm going to touch you.
That's right. Brittany's going to touch you everywhere and anywhere
My man, though.
with this. All right. So tell me about these couples.
Oh.
Give us like a scenario. One couple that you think of. Putting her on the spot right now. It's good.
I know. I had one couple, it felt like every session she would be triggered and upset by something. Like,
Okay.
was crying every session because I feel like that's where I feel like I was a therapist because it was it was so much emotion behind it, and he was kind of checked out.
Mm-hmm.
She was telling me they're doing good. He's sitting next to her like, no, we're not. That is literally how our sentence could go. So I said, I can't help you guys. You guys have to see someone with these credentials to help you do these problems.
So say a couple comes and they see you and they're like, we just haven't had sex in like a year. We're not spending time together. Um, the kids are moved out of the house and we don't know if we want to get divorced or what we want to do because the kids are grown and out. What would you tell them?
Well, I'd ask them first of all, why are they not spending time together? They sleep in the same room. Like what are your work schedules like? So a lot of people don't sleep in the same room. No, I don't quite understand it, but I've never been married either.
I don't. I'm like, why are you guys not like this? When you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, you should be like this. Or
At least in the same room, in the same bed.
should be
I don't
spoon
like to be touched, so I don't know about this.
When I go touched.
When I go to sleep, I want to go to sleep. Don't touch me. I'm going to sleep.
She just lost 15 viewers on this podcast because she just told these men she was single, but then she don't want to be touched.
I want to be touched, but when it's time to close my eyes, don't touch me. Because why are we touching? We're going to sleep. I get hot. I keep a fan on.
She's spicy.
But no, like just trying to assess the situation to see, where did the disconnect come about and when, why y'all not spending time together? What are your schedules looking like? How can we schedule it in? Sometimes you have a busy life, schedule it in.
Yeah.
So you have something to look forward to. I know it sounds weird.
No,
but it's weird to a lot of people.
It's not weird to me because there's so many people out here right now that are so busy doing what they want to do and what they got to do. They're not making the time for each other. And they don't understand that if you don't make the time for each other, then, you guys are just pulling away from each other.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you have to schedule it like that. But this is the life we live. It's just
Phone
it.
down.
Yes, that's
Put
it.
your phone down or put it.
Where's your
you see
phone?
This
Yes.
face down. Like put it phone down. Spend time with. Have a conversation. Go on a date. If you have kids, especially, go on a date without them.
Yes.
People want to take. I get the whole mom guilt thing, but I don't know. I kind of regret that pretty quickly because I need my me time,
Yeah.
and I don't. Sometimes you don't get it as often as you need to, so you need to take it when you get it.
Yes, absolutely. And, I'm sure you're like me because you have a 3-year-old. You're in a bunch of mom groups. And you see these women out here every day. And, they're posting on there what's going on in their home. And a lot of them are like that right there and the TV. And he
The
thinks,
TV, the iPad.
mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
So he's going to work. He's coming home. He's sitting on the couch with his phone, iPad, watching TV, whatever. And she's still cooking, cleaning, doing the laundry, taking care of the kids, doing homework, doing everything for everybody. I see he's just sitting there on his tail feather. And these moms, they're over it.
Yeah.
because he won't put down the phone. He won't make time for them. So I'm wondering, like, what happens with a man if these women, these moms bring in, like, say, a kinky bag? It doesn't have to necessarily be really kinky, but I'm just saying, like, some toys and different things. Do you think that they would be more open to experimenting, or are they just like, they're
It depends
so
on the man. Some men find toys intimidating.
really? Hmm.
Sometimes they can see it as competition, but you should see it as an enhancement.
Yes.
This is helping us both.
Look at all that work I just did not have to do. Like, my, let's just say, my and my is nice. Like, I didn't have to do anything, right? Because there was this little toy that did it all. See, there. There you go, men. Just just think of it like that. Think outside the box where you didn't have to get tired, you didn't have to use those muscles that you didn't really want to use anyway, and just use that little toy. You, not make her do it, right? I feel like
I mean, it can go either way. You can
Brittany's like, you
either
don't even know.
you can use it on her, or you guys can do a little mutual masturbation and do it yourself in
Yeah.
front of each other.
That's good. That's good. Just just have fun with it is what I say.
It can be real fun in front of a mirror. Just FYI.
Mirror, see there, girls? She's giving you all them tips tonight. All right. I want to get onto this little thing right here because I have one of these, but I'm sure you use it for something else. Because I know you ain't using it for what I'm using it for.
What are you
Let's go.
using it for?
Let's go. You tell me what you're using it for.
Well, what are you using it for?
I use it for my face.
Oh, okay.
She's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. Why
Okay.
would you not?
Yeah, I've got that at
But
home.
then I've
too.
used
But
it
this
like,
is for like this is for touch.
yeah.
It's just another sensation type there. I mean, it feels good to me.
I always have it in one seat. I say shop. Say go shop. Reefer. Watch 40. Still find that decision snatched.
Oh my
So you
God.
gotta get all these tools. See, and you're in there going like this. Oh my god, like I ain't got time for this. And scraping and raking and using 50 different creams.
Doing all of that. So when it happens, it's just gonna have to happen.
You know, whatever. This little bike girl over here, she dry. Oh my goodness.
That's it's dry in the winter.
It looks beautiful though. Look at her. And she's like this. Oh, look how good.
The lights are
I love it.
this angle.
I love it. I don't look how many men's going to be in my comments. See, heavy DMs. Hey, where's Brittany from? What's her number? Can I get her email? Can I get her address?
I get my number.
I'm not gonna give the number. Say go find her on Facebook. There you go. Jump in her DMs.
My website.
Yeah.
I'm on all social media platforms.
Why don't you just schedule a consult with her? There you go.
So have you ever seen these? Well, for some people that have not, these are rings. They come in different sizes, shapes. Some have I don't have one, but some of them come with vibrators on them so that it can vibrate either against her or he flips up or he can flip her around and it can vibrate against his balls. Either way, but it helps with the blood circulation, making it, I guess, the illusion of being longer and
Yes.
harder. So these are pretty good. Especially, if you have some ED issues.
Yes.
I'm just hearing more and more about that as I get older, and I'm just like,
Isn't it crazy?
this is a real thing.
Yes. Right? I'm like, what? What? Like, it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't stand up. It's not as hard as what it should be. Like, what is going on down there? And then I have to think, well, ladies go through menopause, premenopause. So, we have things that happen to us too.
Yeah.
Thank God there's products for everything.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just a matter of just slowing down and taking your time and having a little foreplay before maybe kiss each other,
Yeah.
touch each other, use different things on each other, ignite those senses, put blindfolds on to feed your partner, or lay them down and use one of these.
What is this called?
Use this whip, and you can just
Watch me whip.
Guide it around the body because it feels gentle when you just do it like that. Especially like on somebody's back or your forearm or something. And you can hit with it. I would have a safe word before you start hitting each other.
Yeah.
Maybe set some boundaries.
Yes.
But definitely igniting those senses. Handcuffs, those are always fun. For
Yeah.
people just starting, you could use like a little vibrator. This is really tiny. It's not really intimidating because I know a lot of people can be intimidated by toys. Because some of them can look scary.
I feel like when you get these look like something that come out of the bubblegum machine. Like they ain't even worth a nickel.
It does.
Let's talk about something good.
It does. Also like the look. Well, you can put this in your underwear.
Yeah. Yep.
Little date night.
Mm-hmm.
This one I did not bring like really big ones or crazy ones because I don't know. You just don't know.
You just never know. She didn't know what she was walking into here. She didn't know how much I would let her show. And I'm just like, show it all.
I usually have to be really censored.
Like, no. Tell them girls because these girls need to know, Brittany.
Yeah, but I try and then I continuously get shadow banned on social media. So
No,
I can't
no.
take my stuff down all the time.
Oh, Lord.
That's my problem with social media. They take my stuff down all the time. But this one, I don't know. You think they can hear this?
Possibly.
Maybe. Okay, so for this one, it's a vibrator and it has the twirl stimulation at the top. So this vibrate and they're very flexible.
Yeah.
I kind of like that about the Pure Romance. A lot of their stuff is I'm a Pure Romance consultant. So the party, but these are very flexible. So of course it's easy for insertion and then it sits right on top because usually for a lot of women, you can't orgasm without having stimulation both.
Yes.
Definitely have learned that as I've gotten older is just penetration does not work sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might need him to go down on you. Sometimes you might need him to use that finger while he is penetrating you. Or sometimes you might need a little vibrator to stick on top of there. The rose. Rose is a really good one.
Yes.
Stick on top of there while he's penetrating you.
Yeah.
So you can still reach climax.
Yes.
Because that is the ultimate goal.
Yes.
But I know it can be hard after a long day and not clearing your mind or worrying about the stress of what's going on in life. That's why I think it's good to get away.
Yes.
To be spontaneous sometimes. Have a date and let's think like we don't know each other.
I'm gonna go sit at this bar and then I'm gonna text you and tell you what time and you just walk in and just let's role play.
Let's role play at the bar or let's play. I'll be the maid.
Yeah.
You know, and that you're is this guy that's on a long trip and you're in the room drunk and here I am bending over cleaning and doing all of that. You know, like
She's giving you all the ideas right now.
there's so many different things that people can try on.
Where's my pen? I need to take some notes, Brittany.
Especially the bar thing. That's one thing I've never done, but I would love
Love
to
to
do
do it.
with a partner is role play and act like we don't know each other at the bar.
Yeah.
And then still act like we don't know each other at the bar. We're just having drinks and laughing and then he takes
Takes you
me.
back to the room. And then you just play with all this good stuff.
You may not need to play with it.
Maybe not. Never
But you
know.
can.
That's right.
Let's see. This one is this is for oral lubricant. And it's sorry, I don't know why that is distracting me. Is it raining? No. Sounds like it. This is oral lubricant and it is flavored. That's what I was looking for. I was trying to say flavored, but I was getting ready to say scented.
So what is it? Vanilla or something? Okay.
This one is blueberry lemonade.
Oh, she's gonna have me taste it right now. Look at her. She's like, Valerie, you're gonna do this. Not too shabby.
Those that don't like to go down and think it's nasty.
Not too
It's
shabby.
just something that is flavorful.
Yeah.
And you can both put a dabble on each other.
There you
Use it
go.
like that instead of just going all in for the bodily fluids.
And I'm sure that those come in different flavors, right?
They do. They have other flavors.
Brittany likes blueberry. Guys, blueberry muffins.
Different sizes. They have some that are more electronic, which I need to get one so that I can have a demonstration on somebody's show.
Okay.
But it's a stroker, so he can use it on himself. They're really soft on the inside. Some of them mimic a real vagina, so yeah, it could be helpful. And then the electronic ones, they vibrate, they twist. They
Give
have
them
like a
more
suction.
Yeah.
It gives them more of a sensation and a more of a real feeling like they're actually with somebody, which I feel like with these toys too, yeah, he can use it by himself, but why not use it on your man?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
sit in front of him on the couch and let him lay across the bed and you use it. Or you can sit behind him and bring your arms around, depending on his body
Yeah.
size. Do it like that. I'm trying to give a little bit of some examples of how you can use different things
She's giving you tips.
together. Let's see what else. Lubricant, of course. Um, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people are intimidated by lubricant. They think, "Oh, I can get wet. I don't need this." But
I think-
sometimes things happen. Sometimes people can make a wrong move, and then what if you dry up?
Yep. I say it depends on your partner.
Then what?
Depends on the setting.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're doing.
And there's different types, but the main types that I usually see are water-based and silicone, which water-based is, of course, it's easy to use. You can use it on any toy, but you have to keep applying it because it's
Yeah.
like water.
Yep.
Versus silicone, it lasts longer. It can stain your sheets.
Yeah.
You cannot use it with silicone toys, but penetration-wise, I feel like that's one of the best ones. The best type that you can use is a silicone based.
It is, but I know a few of you girls out there. I know you personally, and I know that you're allergic to silicone.
Oh.
So I know you're going to go with the water base. Just throwing that out there to you.
Sorry, I don't know y'all, but water based is good too. Let me see. I feel like I think that's a lubricant too. It is. Oh, this is for women.
Okay.
So, you familiar with these products? Okay. Like, so this is the enhancement cream. Yeah. So you've tasted these.
Yes.
Have you used this?
Yes.
Has it worked for you? Or these things?
I'm going to say it depends on the day. Because it depends on if your mind's shut down or not.
Because I went to a shout party and one lady was like, the person in the audience said, it didn't work for me. It's never worked for me. And the lady was like, well, you probably used too much. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
No.
What does using too much have to do with it not working? If you use too much, then it should be working overtime.
Yeah.
It's just,
I feel like she did not shut her mind off. And she just was continuously thinking about, man, I got to do this and this and this and this. So she's not even concentrating. And I feel like that's a lot of our problem.
it's hard to get out of your mind to have a good time.
Yes.
It is. That's why I say change it up sometimes.
Yeah.
Go on that date. I don't want to say do it in the car or something because that could lead to legal problems. But you know, try to find different ways to be more adventurous. And if you can't go out on a date, then do something at home. Do something in another room that you don't normally do something in.
Exactly.
Dress the living room up somehow.
Yeah.
Set the mood.
But then we're going to go back to those moms that I see that I know you've seen in TikToks too, where those dads are like putting the cookies outside the door, blocking the door, like, give us 3 minutes, right? Go take these cookies to the living room and turn on the TV. You know, and it's just like, you just never know that those kids actually do this. And as men say, you know, them little shits are cock blocking me right now. And it's like,
blockers.
like, I'm trying to do everything that I need to do. Like, I'm trying to get them all set up and get them their tablets and everything. And then it's just like, The door's locked. Mom.
Open the
I'm
door.
like, and then, when women hear that, like, I feel like men, they could just keep going because they block it out so much better. Women, we're just like, oh my God, what's wrong? Like, what do they need? They need me. They need me right now. That man's like, you better stay right here with me.
Yeah. That's why I say try to get us. See, I mean, I think even if you put it,
Yes, you.
oh, you got
As they get in her head, they're like, beep, 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 beep. And Brittany's got a 3-year-old, and my little girl is 3, and I'm just like, how are you guys this smart? Like, left the room for 2 seconds.
like seriously. You felt that I wasn't in the bed anymore. Please, can I just get a little bit of space? Yeah, that's definitely the phase that we're at right
Yes,
now.
yes, I feel you. Did you breastfeed?
A little while, but he's still very clingy.
Yeah, yeah.
He's attached to my hip.
'Cause he's a boy too.
He is
He's a
attached
mama's boy.
to my hip.
I love it. I love it.
I love it too. I'm just like,
But you're still like, I need some space here, buddy.
can I get a little bit of space?
That's what I said. I said, can you guys just sit right there on that cushion and not cross this line for like 2 minutes? Just 2 minutes.
And then there goes a foot.
Yeah.
And a toe. And then there goes the.
And they don't tell you how girls are different from boys. Because, like, I feel like with my little 5-year-old, like, he thinks, like, it's WWE with me all the time.
It's my son.
And I'm like,
He's very rough.
dude, what are you doing right now? And he's like, I'm trying to get up off the couch, and he's jumping on my side, and let's go. And I got you in a headlock. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
want to beat you.
Yeah.
And he laughs because he knows that I'll never do it.
Funny. Like, you think I'm a joke.
Yeah.
I'm really being for real with you right now, and you're not listening.
No, not at all.
I don't
Not-
like it.
No.
Yeah, that could definitely get it away. But I mean, even people who don't have kids, it's just you got to know how to turn it off and when to turn it on. That's kind of why I think therapy's good for anybody.
Yes.
Everybody's mental. Yep, get your mental. If you can get your mentals together, if you can stimulate your mind the right way and learn how to handle different situations, then you'll have a better time.
Exactly.
Not just with sex, but life in general.
Yeah. Yes. You got to take that time. And Brittany didn't even talk about the candle or the little pinchers.
I can. Oh yeah, these are
Let's
the
talk-
plants.
Oh, I know. I say pinchers.
They have little bells on them, so you can just jiggle.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
But this is actually one of my original products too. These are the lavender scented. They're made with soy.
Okay.
But as the candle melts, you can pour the wax on your partner and massage it in. It's massage oil. So
It's good.
I've got massage oiled candles.
I love it.
They're great. I've tested them out. They work.
That's good. That's good. It's good when people test these products out because right?
Definitely a tester. Oh, anal beads. I've not tested these.
I feel like there's just some things we just don't need to do.
And play is fun.
I'm just saying.
You just have to take your time and go really slow. Maybe you just can take this
Just the first ball.
first ball, maybe off the second ball. Just every time you try,
Go a ball deeper.
ease it in a little bit more.
That makes sense.
They have some that look just like dildos that you could just put in there. It makes it a little bit easier, but they're a little bit thicker, so it could hurt a little bit more.
Yeah.
But as you go and as you ease it in and as you use lubricant, not baby oil, not lotion, not spit, lubricant.
You don't want them to hawk two on that thing?
I mean, you could spit on it, but I'm saying to get it in and keep it in and be flexible, you want to use a little lubricant.
I love it. I love it.
We're spit friendly.
Yeah. Just spit on it. Spit on that thing. I know you guys seen all that TikTok. I'm glad I have not seen her on my TikTok. lately.
Who is it?
I don't know. It's just some girl. She was down in Nashville. And,
Oh, that interview. Yeah, I've seen it
yeah.
all over the place.
Like, she's just everywhere now.
What did she lie?
No, she did not lie. She did not lie. There was people mad because she let out the secret. It was no secret. We all knew that.
Not a secret.
We all do it. Don't lie. You've done it. You know you have.
It's a lot of vanilla people out there.
I know. I know.
It's a lot of people that don't want to explore, that don't care to, that just like to do a position or two and be done for the day.
Yeah. That reminds me. Going back to I want you to talk to the girls that are in new relationships that haven't been in relationships before, and like those newlyweds that have not done any of this stuff, right?
Never had sex at all.
No. So those girls need to know, like when you're just starting out, maybe like using toys because they've never used them, so they don't know what to look for, what not to look for, how to start to build themselves up because I could be wrong here, but I feel like you just don't know what you don't know, and I feel like those women, and I will say it for myself too, like when I was growing up, we didn't talk about sex in
Not
our
at all.
household. You know?
Never.
Never. So they don't know, and they're out here newlyweds, and they're just like, just never done that. This is my first partner. Like, I don't know what to try, what not to try. I don't know what's gonna hurt, what's not gonna
Both
hurt.
of them or just the one?
I'm gonna say just one. Just one.
I think communication, first of all, is key when it is your first time, whether it be just the one or both. Definitely communicate with each other first on what your boundaries are. Even if you don't quite know or understand what a boundary may look like, you could say, with my first time, I don't want you to touch my butthole or something.
Yeah.
Like, just I only want you to use fingers this one time. Like
Yes.
for our first time, just to ease into it.
Yeah.
You want them to use lubricant. Because you don't know what one does putting a little bit or putting on well dip put it down there first.
Yeah.
But like just making sure everything is good and oiled up so that insertion is easy, so there's no tearing and bleeding. I don't want to say it. Everybody's pain tolerance is different,
Yes.
and every man's size is different.
Yes.
So just
You never know.
you don't know. So take your time and communicate. And for the man, I would say, of course, do all of this, but listen, especially if it is your woman's first time. If she says stop or slow down, listen to that and do that because you could be hurting her. And if you do something that traumatizes her, then that's already ruining your sex life before it even really gets started.
And she's not gonna want to do that again.
Not gonna want to do it
At least for a while.
Not for a while. No,
Um,
kind of broken that trust, so that you're gonna have to build that right back up. So
Yeah.
definitely communicate. Definitely take your time and explore each other's bodies to kind of get that arousal, that natural arousal going, and just try it.
Just let it flow.
It's just insert it. Maybe a finger or two first, and then he can insert himself.
There you go. I know you was talking about this venue and stuff. So, you've had couples and singles come out and you like show them how to use.
Not
Not
yet. Not for
Okay.
couples and singles yet. I'm throwing my first singles mixer next month
Okay.
it'll be March the 20th at Old North Bar.
Okay.
It's for the 30 and up crowd. But I'm doing my first singles mixer, and what I'm trying to do is do more events for singles and couples to kind of get them out there to explore different things, talk to different people, kind of explore different fetishes or kinks. It's just about finding those people who are kind of open to exploration.
Yeah.
Because I think that
There's closet freaks out there.
so many, but where it's like sex is a taboo type thing,
Yeah.
no one really wants to talk about it.
No.
So it's hard to throw certain events when people are scared to talk about it and come out.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's like, "Hey, I'm doing this event. I want you to come talk." That's
Yeah.
really how it's easier. It's been easier that way to do events like that. And those are usually private, so I can't really be like, "Hey, you're invited," unless they're like selling tickets or something. But
Yeah.
that's really how it's been.
Okay. I see.
The things I do with couples are usually private coaching, just one-on-one sessions.
Yes. Because they feel more comfortable that way, I
Mhm.
feel like. So, now I'm sure there's bars all throughout Kentucky. Like, I'm a mom, so I don't go out to the bars. Like, the bar scene just is not my thing, right? I'm just like, give me some tacos. Give me some tacos and some wine. I'm good. But I had a conversation last year with a girl, and she was talking about some bar down in Lexington. I don't even know the name of it. But they do certain nights where they do this kind of stuff. Where they have what's the letters? The B.
BDSM?
Yes. So they have certain nights where you can go in there, and I'm guessing like they teach you how to use different things, a proper way of doing
Those
things.
are the type of events I want to do more of.
Yes.
I know, I know other sexologists in Louisville. That's how I kinda got into this, I was vending at an event because I sold lingerie for about 3 years. I did lingerie for 3 years until I had my son, and I took a break from everything, and I came back and did my first event, and I met a sexologist. That's how I got certified.
You see it all. You're like, holy cool everything. Teach me. Because this is what I want to know.
Right, so, that I mean and they throw it's like a whole group.
Yeah.
It's very united, and they throw events, they have different types of events, there's themed events. I wanna do that here, but no one it's hard.
It's not that they don't want to do it. Their closet, I'm telling
I
you.
know it is.
And those ladies, as I always say, you got to be a freak in the sheets and a lady in the streets, right? These people are out here trying to all be ladies and gentlemen, and then they go home and let all their freak out. And Brittany's over here like, hey, come over here and talk to me. Like, I need you to come over here to this event. I want to talk to you. I want to show you more things you can do.
Exactly, but it's kinda hard to keep that going, but
No, don't give up.
that's just one aspect of it, so I'm not literally not gonna give up on that. I'm just gonna keep trying
Yes. Yes.
eventually.
So I want to know, like, well, first, let's do the question. So we had a question on the Facebook about a woman saying that she's with this man. He's a little bit older. I guess while they're having intercourse or playing around or whatever, she gets extremely wet. Okay. He doesn't really care for that. And he's like, do you do this all the time type deal? Kind of like he doesn't like that. And she's like, I feel like he's disgusted by it or he doesn't like it type deal. Now they have this great energy together. So, me being me, reading these things, I'm like, the hell is wrong with him right now? I'm driving in the car, okay, reading this. And I'm like, boy, if he was here right now, I'd smack him because I feel like, tell me if I'm wrong, if she's getting that wet, he's doing something right and he needs to continue to do it and not bitch about it.
He's absolute I mean, the more aroused I am by you, the wetter I'm going to be. This is a good thing. Do you want friction? Do you want it to hurt? Do you want me to not be turned on? I that's kind of a weird
I did not get that.
thing.
I was like, how would any man say that? I mean, if you're just
that one before,
I'm like, if you're just that wet, grab a towel or something and just damp it off, right?
that's turned on by
Exactly.
exactly. Put a towel down, or let's change the location. Let's stand up.
Yes.
Let's get in the shower.
There you go.
Yeah, I've never. There's no such thing.
I'm just saying you should be happy that you did that to her.
You should be happy that you
And
aroused your partner because
yes,
she could be not aroused, dried up, and you
mhm,
can't put it in it anyway.
exactly. And I'm just saying you need to suck it up, Buttercup, and keep doing what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. Because, sometimes us girls, we just need all that. We need to let all that fluid go. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
Especially like sometimes these guys, they be holding out on us, right? And when they
How?
hold out on us,
We may hold out.
they don't want to do it.
Oh.
They don't want to do it. They're just holding out, right? And they talk about us ladies. But I feel like there's some men out there that hold out because I see you guys in these mom groups. I see you complaining. And they're like, we haven't had a night out. We haven't had sex in months. He's always on his phone. He's always looking at porn. And, he's always doing this and that, but he's not paying me no attention. And I'm like,
Excuse me.
girl, I'd take that phone and, I'd be like, if you can push these buttons, then you can push all these buttons. Like, I'm full of buttons. Come push them, right?
Or maybe we could watch a flick together and reenact what we just watched.
There you go.
Like, try and do things together, like compromise. Because what I'm into, you might not really be into, but sometimes it's nice to have your partner kind of give in, have a yes day.
Yes.
Like I tell people, have a yes day sometimes. Like
Hold on,
you
let me-
cannot say no on
Let me
this
get my
day.
hand again, Brittany. We need a
Everything,
yes day.
yeah, everything your partner says or commands or asks of you,
Yeah.
you have to say yes. Discuss the boundaries first.
What?
Discuss your boundaries first.
Can I go first?
But definitely have a yes day.
I'm going to say that. I'm going to have a yes day as soon as I get home. No,
Let me
No.
know how it goes. I'm
Don't
telling
hate.
you.
Don't
Have
hate the
have a
hater.
yes day. Send a picture while he's at work. Or send her a picture while she's at work. Sneak in the bathroom and send a picture. Like,
There you go.
I don't know, you
Spice
taking
it
a
up.
picture, spice it up a little bit. Think outside the box.
Yes.
But
Yes.
what your iPhone has the invisible feature.
Yeah.
Send it
There
as
you
an
go.
invisible picture. Make them work for a little bit
Yes.
to see the picture.
There you go. I love it. I love it. And Brittany over here, she got the 72-inch by 198-inch big square mirror in her house and on her ceiling in her bedroom.
I wish I did have mirrors on the ceiling.
I remember one time, we got to go back. I was about 8 or 9 years old, okay? And there was this neighbor lady. Like, she would babysit me and all the stuff, right? And one time, I don't know why, but I think she went like into her bedroom or something. And she got something, and I was like, being the little kid that I am, right on her toes, right? And I'm like, oh, your bed's so big and beautiful. You have a good poster king size bed. And she's like, well, honey, you can get up there and lay down. And I get up there and lay down. As a little kid, you just lay down on your back. Hey, you spread out, right? And I'm like, here I am 40 years old. I was like, where's that bed?
That's really cool,
That's
actually. Some maybe a loophole or something.
I was,
Yeah. Like I was just saying, because now in people's houses, you can. I like that show on Net. That's the show on Netflix where she builds the different types of sex rooms depending on what
and,
they're into.
and like she's done like sheds and stuff. Is that the same woman? I know. So I've seen one that had like a shed or something because they can eat their house because they
There's
had.
more than one. I think there's one on Discovery.
It was a little
too.
older woman. She's like short. I don't know what her name is.
I don't remember who that was on the. I think maybe the one on Netflix is the older lady.
Is she?
Yeah,
You write down all those ideas.
I did save it to my list.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was pretty interesting.
I love it. I love it.
I like that though. Like one couple had like a hidden door in their kitchen,
Mhm.
and it went to another room, and they turned that room into their sex room. It was really
There you
neat.
go.
Mhm.
There you go.
I think
See,
it's
ladies?
very, very, very crafty.
You should do that.
Get a husband first.
Yeah, she just needs a little, you know, just come on over here to the dark side. What was I gonna say? There was something that you just said. Oh, the sex rooms. So, like, I had a friend message me back, I don't know, first week of January or something. I don't know why you guys always message me. That's okay. I love it. I love it. And she's like, "Hey, Valerie, I think her husband got her like a weekend getaway for Christmas." That's what it had to be because it was like the second week or the first week of January. She messaged me, and she's like, "Hey, she's like, do you know anywhere like for a good couples retreat?" And like, I don't know like how kinky she is because we're not on that level. But I was like, me being me, I'm just like, husband, wife, like, you want it as kinky as, right? So me being me, I just go on to Google and I just go to that Nashville, Tennessee website, which I don't even know what it is. I just Google it. And they got the Red Room. So they got the Red Room down there. And it's like, little house. And it's got all the stuff. Like,
Ohio, I
the
saw a good one in
eggs,
Ohio that they have one.
all the stuff. And me being me, because I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. I'm about to see how freaky she really is, right? Because she ain't going to tell me. So I just send her the link. And I was like, you didn't tell me how much you want to spend for the weekend. But I mean, what do you think about this room? And she was like, oh my God, I love it. But I can't afford this. I was like, oh, find yourself different then. I was like, yep, I love it. I would bring your freakiness out, girls. Do it. Do it every chance you get.
Absolutely.
But the room was like,
You'll love yourself more.
I don't know, $700-800 a night. It's a little high for me, but I mean,
I can get it though with everything they usually come with, like the
yes,
St. Andrews cross and the sex couches and the swing and
Yeah.
the whips and the chains and everything you can think of
Yep.
for every scenario they usually have, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You really got to sanitize those things.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. I was like, I wonder who cleaned that room. There's a lot of juices left on there, lady. Dried up.
Ew.
Oh. So I'm just thinking, where are you gonna be in like 5 years, Brittany? You gonna have like your own little studio down in Lexington? And
I am well, I don't know if I want to be in Lexington forever. I would like to move one day,
Where you
but
moving to? How you gonna find you?
I don't know where I want to move. But for now, because the next 5 years, I can definitely see myself still here at Lexington. But I see myself as a sex therapist. I definitely will have my own space so that I can do client face to faces. Right now, all my clients are virtual. Um, so having that space where I can take my clients, have a store, and have classes
That's good.
to teach.
Yeah. I feel like you need, not this big, but something like this, where you can teach on one side and have all the goods on the other,
Yep.
and be like, hey, this is here to use this. I don't have it in the store because it's too big, but we can order it right here
That is my goal.
online.
That
And
is the
then
goal.
that's good. That's good. I love it. I love it. Because I don't think there's any place like that, is there?
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
Is saying,
I'm an ambassador with One Compton's, so um, I'm looking to do an event on my college campus, but I want to be able to get out there and definitely talk about safe sex practices and STDs and STIs and all that stuff. But they give me a lot of free products, so I think that was really cool. That's kind of one of the cool new things that I've done is I signed with One Condoms, which is a huge brand.
yes.
They have over 75 different types of condoms. They even have custom where you measure yourself.
What?
They have a thing where you measure the guy, the girth, and the length and all that, send it back, and then they have where they
Make
give you
them
the
just for him.
perfect. Yeah,
That is
I think it's amazing.
That's crazy. So what Brittany's saying right now is she's out here passing out condoms like candy. Yeah. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It is. It
Because
is.
some of these girls,
Some of these guys and keep having all these babies, but I'm not gonna go there.
I got 5 baby mamas and I'm working on the 6th one right now. Why? Why? Brittany's like, shut up, Valerie. Shut up.
I mean, I am number 4, so
Oh, my Lord. I better grab a drink.
my child is his 5th, so don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
I'm not
okay?
judging you. You only have one son.
That's
That's it.
all I'm ever gonna have.
See there? That's
removed.
Oh, you did.
I did.
What'd you say? 34? You're 34?
I'm 36.
36. How'd they do that?
I did it after I had him, but they made 3 small
I
incisions on
feel
my
like
stomach.
I know.
I'm like, they made an incision and they just took him out.
It's just like when after I had Hattie, like I demanded before I left that hospital, like I want my tubes tied. Like this is it. I'm not having any more kids. And like they really argued with me. Like, no, we can't do that. Like you have to go home and you have to, heal and everything. And then we'll check you in 6 weeks. And if everything's healed up, then we'll schedule a surgery then. And I was like, why would you do that? I'm already in the
On the
hospital.
table, yeah.
Like, why can you not just tie him? And I just got downright hateful with him. I was like, you know what? This is my body. I don't want any more kids. So I don't understand, why are you not respecting that and just tying the tubes? And he's like, well, it's because, I've dealt with a lot of mothers that say this exact same thing. And then once they get home, and if I have tied them a year or two down the road, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, I see them in my office and they're trying to get it reversed. And I was like, I'm telling you, sir, I am 38 years old. Like, I ain't having no more damn kids. Like, I understand there's women out here that are older that have kids, but I'm just like, I want to live again. I
Yeah,
want to live.
I really didn't want kids. It just kind of happened. But when I had to have an emergency C-section, they asked me if I wanted to tie my tubes. And in that moment, I was kind of out of it and I told them no. But when I went for my checkup, I asked about it and she referred me to the specialist. And when I went to see her, she said, well, if you really don't want kids, I can just take them out so you don't have to worry about it at all.
There you go.
And I said, okay.
Sign me up tomorrow, baby.
I was only down for like 3 days. They preferred on a Friday so you could rest the whole weekend.
Yeah.
I couldn't do any heavy lifting, which I mean I wasn't.
Yeah.
My baby was an infant at the time, so
That's good.
can't have kids.
So Brittany's like, I'm out here living my best life, baby.
Kidding.
Just out there.
Everybody can shoot the club up. I don't know why I said that.
Love it. She's like, I'm going to regret that tomorrow. No, it's okay. It's okay, Brittany. It's okay. So, what would you say to a woman who wants to start a business and, because not enough women, I feel like, talk about how hard it is starting businesses and, still, like you said, wearing all the hats. We don't talk about that enough. It's hard.
I feel like I'm still trying to figure it out, but as far as like starting the business, I did a lot of research before I went into it, and I made a lot of mistakes last year, especially with like taxes. And I don't know if um you paid attention, like on the Kentucky One Stop, everything is not on there that you have to register for, especially as an LLC, like the county taxes and
Yeah.
all of that. All that stuff was not on there, and I did not find out about it until the end of last year. And I didn't owe the whole year. I didn't even know.
You got to pay the penalties too. Yeah.
So, I mean, definitely do your research. AI is out there now, so it makes it even easier. Everything's more accessible to you to kind of figure out like what's my niche, what can I call my business, my colors, what's the purpose, what's my mission, having all that stuff in order before you just launch. I know people say, just launch, just do it. It works for some, but it doesn't work
For everybody.
it's not for everybody to just do it.
No.
Everybody can't just do it. Everybody isn't that confident to just do it. But there's resources out there like, what is it, the Kentucky, the SBC.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good one.
Uh Michelle, I forgot where she
Smock.
Yes, but what's the
She's
place?
accountant. And she's in with it's like Women's One or something, but she's in with something else.
Women business
Yeah.
something, but you can book with her for free, and I think they have other counselors, but I only know Michelle personally, and I love her dearly. She has been the best help.
Yeah.
And I've found that some people give you a hard time with just asking advice.
Yep.
Like I understand you have to be paid for your time, but you don't have to be nasty. Like
No.
what's wrong with helping the other person? What is that stopping for you for your business?
Do you see why she's found her circle? This right here. Because these women have all been there and they know about the cattiness and they know that it does not hurt to help another woman.
At all.
And I feel like, and I always say it, like, I wish somebody would have came to me 20 years ago and been like, Valerie, what do you want to do? Like, what makes you happy? What do you want to do in life? And like, just help me write out a business plan. But no, I'm out here deep diving, like, I'm going to figure it out, but I'm going to jump in first. And then, you have to learn as you go.
Absolutely, learn as you go because everything's always changing and evolving.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to be successful, I feel like, is to just keep changing and
Yep.
evolving.
Yep.
Can't stay the
Exactly.
same.
No. And then, you have we're going to go to like families and friends. Like, if they're not an entrepreneur, they have no idea what it takes. They have no idea about the time that it takes. And it's just like, they're out going wherever, doing whatever. And they're like, well, what are you doing? Well, fool, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm still working on content for tomorrow. Leave me alone.
The whole content thing, my God.
Oh my.
I'm not good with social media. When it comes to that, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I done had a kid and everything has just, I'm just, maybe
Tired.
I'm just tired. But I do not want to be on social media doing all of this.
Yeah.
I just need y'all to find me.
Yes.
Yes. Find me because I'm sick of posting.
They got to know where to find you, girl. They have to know. And then that's why you come and get on the podcast. And then Valerie's out here like 1 o'clock in the morning. Psh, she's going on that platform. 1:30, she's going on that platform. 2 o'clock in the morning, she's going on that platform. Let's go make a reel. Let's go make a short. Let's see what I can get out of this. And Brittany's like, send me all the content, honey, because I need it. I need it.
Yeah, just send it to me.
Yes, yes.
I'll repost it.
I love
share
it.
Stuff.
I love it. And
Making
see,
content I hate.
it's just like, just that kind of stuff. Like, content used to bother me. And now with the podcast, I'm like, man, I want to get some really good products on here. Like,
But see, it makes it easier doing a podcast than me. I've got to censor myself, and I can't even. They say in the rules and the policies that if you're educating and using the correct terminology,
Yeah.
you shouldn't get banned, but you do.
Yeah.
You still do. So
And that's just on Facebook, right?
no, it's everywhere.
Everywhere?
It's
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I continuously get shadow banned.
So are they just like, do you feel like censoring like some of the words, or do you feel like somebody is actually like reporting it?
No, I don't think anybody's reporting my stuff.
Okay.
I think it's truly social media because it'll be you have to like on Instagram and TikTok, you have to go in through your settings to find the violence.
Yeah.
But they're usually always all listed, and I have to always what is the word? Dispute them,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll go back to like last year, and I'm like, y'all just now flagging this?
You know why I say that? Because I seen on so I have snazzy personalized items where I do graphic apparel for businesses and stuff. And 2 weeks ago, I got a message and it said that they had took off a post from June 17th on that page. And I hardly ever post anything on that page. I just have it up, right? Because I'm so busy doing all the other stuff. But I was like, they wouldn't even let me see the post. They took it down. They took the picture down. And I was like, I don't even know what it is. And it's still on my Facebook as a violation. And I keep like disputing it and everything because I was like, you guys removed this. Like, what are you doing about this? Because when you do those violations, they say that it does not bother your algorithm. Oh,
No, it does. It takes you off
Down.
the For You page.
Yep.
Yeah. I already know.
I'm like,
I've got 3 TikToks accounts. 3.
because of that reason?
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I get all 3 of them.
See, I don't understand it. It's like you guys don't want certain products to be shown out in the real world.
But you can show porn.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Or you can show these kids fighting or somebody. Like, it doesn't make sense.
No.
This is a part of everyday.
Yes. This is for adults. This is what we do. This is what we're going to do. So why not just show us the best products to have a better life with it, right? That's how I feel. Anyone?
I don't know. Maybe when that cap on show, I can be like Sue
Yes. All right, girl. Thank you again for being on this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. As always, you guys go like, subscribe, comment. I'm on the Spotify. I'm on the YouTube. I'm on the Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. What else? Apple Podcasts. So go check it out. Make sure you check out the advertisements next. Because, I'm just saying, if you need a hairstylist or you need to donate some money or you need a beautiful venue somewhere, big shout out to Sheldon. Yes.
It's a really nice venue.
Sheldon in Frankfurt, Memories event. Go check it out. And I will see you next week. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
It's your time to grow. Get started with Little Pot Design Studio today.